Hi guys, FrostFangs here, back with another Paladins video. We're playing some Kasumi today. We're on the new update, as I'm sure you can see. She got a pretty big rework in this patch, turning her to a flanker. Didn't really give it that much credit in the overview video because I didn't think it made that much of a difference from reading over it, but actually playing it and seeing it in game quite a bit, I've given it a little go already. Yeah, this is way better than I thought it was, and I was kind of wrong, I suppose. I also kind of got one of the cards wrong for whatever reason. I just missed over the fact that her right click heals her now, and this card buffs it substantially. Don't know if it's actually going to end up being in the final thing, but I played a little bit with it, and it feels better than the other setups. But don't get me wrong, I wouldn't say she's perfect at the moment, but it seems like they're aware of the shortcomings of Kasumi, and they seem to be pretty aware of where she is at the moment. I think the spot she's in is way better than it was before, although obviously at the launch she was a little bit stronger because she was a little bit too good. But I think the way she's at the moment is pretty fair. Most people will be happy, and she fits much better in the style that she plays at the moment, I think. Again, this is all my opinion. Stage 2 of the update. I don't know what the general opinion is yet. They did buff her a bit from the PTS. They changed her a tiny bit, I think, making her a little bit faster with her weapon. But yeah, I'm not going to go through all the changes on the patch notes. You will be able to see the difference from just watching me play her. Talent-wise, I'm not really sure where she's going to end up. Of course, Empowered Curse is fine. Haunted Grand, with the way the new Q works, is also seemingly solid. I'm not sure if it's better or worse, but these two seem alright. Whereas the third one is still a little bit weird, even though they changed the F, and I do like the way that works. The talent for it, I'm not really sure about still. But again, I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this. Let me know. I also want to point out, I'm not sure if it's a bug or if they've just changed how stuff's going to work, but I don't have a verified badge anymore in-game, so if you see me, there's not necessarily a way to tell which is actually me and somebody pretending to be me, because for some reason people do. But yeah, I don't have a badge at the moment. Maybe they'll fix it. To me, it seems bugged, but I'm not sure. I think it was showing also the old Battle Pass level for some reason. But shouts to, I think it was our Fury. We've got a Victor, Ray, and Term. Going to go for the thing that I've already shown you, and we'll go double nimble to start. Full sort of speed Kasumi here. For their side, Buck, Lex, Victor, Strix, and 7. Drop the Q early. There's a right click. You can miss the right click now as well. I'm not sure if that was a change from earlier, before this update, but I'm pretty sure it was this one, because now you can right click, and if you move too fast, you can actually quite easily miss it. And that feels kind of weird. There's a right click on the Buck. I'm dead here. Maybe we can do an F and some weird jukes. I don't know how I'm actually going to end up with a kill there. That was terrible. Pop the F here just to move around a bit. I tanked the Strix shot. I don't really know what I would categorize her as at the moment. I feel like, zoning flank isn't really a thing, but Kasumi definitely makes it feel like one. You actually have pretty good output. You've got a nice bit of sustain now on that right click, especially with this build. You've got a decent amount of mobility. You can kind of get in, especially like with the way the F was changed. And you can zone with the Q. 7 just chilling up there. Okay, very weird game, but it is first sort of thing in the morning. My Q hits somebody. We'll throw the ult on anybody we see in a second. I'm actually going to wait a little bit here. I don't think I need to. We'll throw it on the 7 though, why not? Yeah, I think he's probably dead here. We'll get rid of the Lex as well. There's a bit of a combo. Her weapon does feel much better. Everything about it, to be honest, feels better than it did before. That's not saying too much though, because they did butcher her a little bit. Dead there to the Strix. We'll get more Chronos. Feels weird getting it on Kasumi, but sort of makes sense with the way she is at the moment. Pop the F here, get away from the Buck, taps on him. There's a right click, he's jumping again. Am I dead? We nearly got rid of him. You have a decent amount of sustain, like I said. You're still going to die, I think, a lot of the time to characters like Buck, because you're not the same sort of character. Very different archetypes. They feel, even though, they're both flankers, very, very different. We'll get rid of the, Victor here. Okay, I still managed to somehow hit that. Little combo there on the Strix. Hello Buck, we'll throw it on him. Don't have any of my kits, so I'm hoping that'll be enough. More taps on him. The ult does have a disarm now, which is why I went for it. I'm not sure if that was actually implemented, but it says it in the patch notes. I didn't check it, but yeah, the ult should disarm and you don't have it on the right click anymore. Shots here on the Strix, not Strix, it's a Lex. We'll get an F off just to dodge the Buck. Taps on him here, we'll right click as well. The damage arc does feel a little bit lower than I remember, but you're doing it a lot more often, and it feels like you can mix it in way easier in fights. So, like I said, I do really like these changes to Kasumi. I'm not sure if they'll be for everybody. I think there will be quite a few people that won't like these changes, but to me, I mean, I'm in the backline here, just kind of shred them. Yeah, it feels way better to play her. What was that Strix ultimate? I don't know how I just stood there and got 3 kills without even moving. Let's get rid of the Lex here. In a one-on-one duel, I think she honestly just puts in quite a bit of work. Not that I can really show you because the game's over. There is the victory. There are the stats for game 1. Shouts again to the Fury. We'll requeue, but not for another TDM because I don't want this video to just be TDMs. Shouts also to their Buck, who's asking why I'm on EU. I'm always on EU. For game 2, we've got Onslaught, Foreman's Rise. We've got a Drogo's, Ruckus, Vatu, and Grok versus Liu Ying, 7, who's also, I guess, different. Betty, Tyra, and Vivian. It's tempting, but I think I'm going to stick to Empowered Curse here, and then the setup again with the extra healing. We'll go for Double Nimble. I feel like she does really need it. They also changed like the items you can undo. I don't know if I like that you can see everybody's items, and then like last second they can change it. It's not necessarily that much different than it was before. It's more like quality of life, but I think there is some weird gameplay stuff you could do with it. Taps here on the Ying. We've got 3 charges already. There's the 5 hit, and she's gone. We're behind. Get hits on the Betty. We're going to F here, and then just sort of wiggle around. We'll throw the Q. I might be dead. I feel like I'm in a really bad spot. Rock's hitting me with heals. There's a right click. We'll do that for the big self heal there. can't really hit through, but you do also deal like way more damage to deployables and shields. You hit like 600 now. It feels kind of crazy when you're going against like an IO or a Vivian there. These stacks really do add up with the damage. We were hitting pretty damn hard there when we had like 4 or 5 on him. We're just going to sit on the point, get our credits up. Seems like it might be another really free game. I don't know why. I'm queuing like a pretty normal time, to be honest. There's the right click on the, Tyra. Going for an actual flank play a little bit here. We're going to throw an ult on nobody. What happens there? I guess it still goes on the decoy. That's a bit weird, but okay. Betty's just walking in. There's a right click, a massive self-heal. We just self-healed for like a K. I think that really does show you what I was trying to demonstrate with the setup, where you can definitely reliably sort of be on your own more than you could before with Kasumi, because you don't really have a way to get your health back. 7 is there somewhere, but I can't actually hit him. Okay, there we go. I don't know why he didn't fire at me earlier. I guess he was healing up. That's kind of cheesy, but right click on him. Massive self-heal. He's dead. Hits on the Betty. She's just going to stand and do summon. And we'll throw a Q just there. That actually hit the Tyra. She's gone. Go for the ult on the Ying here. We'll right click. I think I got some good damage there. There goes Ying. Not mine. Ying's actually still up. It was Betty that we got cleared. And we're going to F and then teleport our thing. I feel like I'm terrible at explaining things like this, but yeah, it just feels better to play Kasumi, and the setup with the self-heal focus and just sustain focus, I suppose, in general, compared to like the more damage thing, feels like it works better in matches like this. I think Siege is going to be very, very different. I think over the long term, it'll be really interesting to see how most people feel about Kasumi, because she was hated for ages for being too good, then she was just like too weak, and most people hated the weapon. The weapon feels relatively fair. The right kick feels fair at the moment, most of the time. It does have sometimes a little bit of a weird like hook to it. Betty here going in, but we'll get more taps on it. I think we're alright. She could have knocked me off the map there if she used the F right. We'll throw the Q over there on the Ying. The range sometimes feels a little bit limiting, but the damage I think really makes up for it, and the speed. If you're running this up like this, we can totally just kind of get in. We'll go for an ult on the Vivian. Sure, throw a Q here. Hello Tyra. There's a right click on you, there's an F, I'm totally dead, never mind, we're alright, and somehow the Vivian's gone. If you haven't played Kasumi, which I sort of doubt at this point, I'd highly recommend you give her at least a couple matches, and if you played her before and you didn't like her or you really liked her, yeah, definitely worth giving her another shot, because she feels very different, even though she is obviously still the same character. There goes the Betty. We're sort of shredding here, to be honest. It's been a pretty good game for Kasumi. Don't know if I've even been saying her name right throughout this match. I'm just trying to hit the Ying. Ranger is a little bit cheesy. Big self-heal. Throw the Q in the corner for her and just sort of leave. 200 damage. Feels kind of bad on it, but it's mainly for the charges that you use it. Betty ult there. The duration on that's a little bit silly sometimes. Hits on her and she is gone. Yep, I got somewhere with the team here helping me out. I just hold the left click. I don't even bother trying to like specifically tap it with the way it works at the moment. I just hold it down. And hopefully don't miss too much, but the timing on it can sometimes feel really rough. Somehow not dead here. We're going to F over this way. I've got the ult up in a second. I think I'm dead. 7's going to push me. There's a right click. There's a Q that might give me some in. We're going to throw an ult. I'm going to die. Did that go off? Sound effect did. 2.6k credits. We'll max out Chronos and get a little bit of Haven. I'm going fully for like trying to show off the new Kasumi here. We're going to run in, go for an ult straight away. 7 is there, but I can't hit him. He's definitely playing kind of weird, but there we go. He's cleared. We'll throw an ult on the Ying. I think she's like the main target actually we're going after now. We're going to F. Am I dead? Pull a teleporter through. Okay, right click for the big heal. That was only 200 because I was still cauterized somehow. Taps here on the Ying. We got the Q. There we go. Just bursted. That really did show off how much different she plays. That really felt like a freaking flank there. I was just going around bursting and hitting with like the Q and the whole kit. And there we go. There is the victory. So to the games with Kasumi. These were pretty good scenarios for her, to be honest. I definitely think they're going to be somewhere she feels really rough. But at the moment, I think a lot of the matches you're going to be playing her in, you will very noticeably be able to tell why she feels better like this. But anyway, there you go. There are the stats for game 2. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. I don't think there's anything I can really add here at the end. I like the Kasumi changes. There's a few bits I'm not sure 100% on, but overall, yeah, seems like good changes, and the rework, in my opinion, it's been pretty successful. I could be completely wrong, but yeah, just my thoughts on her. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. Of course, let me know what you want to see me next. I'll see you guys all very, very soon. And as always, stay frostang.